Are you feeling stuck? I hope that today's Calligraphy Experiential session will help you to move forward. There are times when we feel trapped, like we're in the same cycle again and again. So today we'll be using our calligraphy practice to help us process that feeling of stuckness and allow us to get into greater flow. First, let's prepare our calligraphy supplies. You can use your brush pens, or if you're using inks, you can use them with your dip pens or brushes. Also, a pencil. Now find a paper that is big enough because you're giving yourself space to express. I'll be using my brush with natural inks that I created myself. Natural inks are like my tonic ink, and I always reach for them for sessions like this. I find natural inks incredibly healing, even the whole process of creating them from scratch. Natural inks are living inks. The color change over time. They are fleeting and transient, which is a great metaphor for our emotions. You can create your own natural inks too, but if you don't have them on hand, paints, watercolor, gouache, whatever works with your calligraphy supplies will do just fine. Now before we start, let's get yourself comfortable. Now we're going to do a mindfulness exercise together to start to look within, because our emotions deserve to be seen and heard too. In a while, you'll be hearing the sound of a chime, and I invite you to close your eyes. Bring your attention to your breath. Breathe in and out at your own pace for 3 cycles. Sense your body rising and falling with your breath. And now for your next breath, try to make your exhalation longer. Now scan your body for that feeling of stuckness. Where is it on your body? Your shoulders? Your back? As you're scanning, continue breathing in and out steadily. What about the texture of the stuckness? What is its energy? Is it turbulent? Is it heavy? Is it still? Take some time to witness your emotion of stuckness. As you continue to breathe in and out, allow yourself to feel comfortable. If you need to shift your position in your seat or move your head from side to side, just do that. In a while, you'll be hearing 3 tones from the chime. And as the sound from the 3rd chime fades away, I invite you to open your eyes. I hope you're feeling a lot more comfortable, and let's get to making our calligraphy. Remember again that this calligraphy experiential session is not about pursuing perfection. There is no right and wrong in whatever comes out on the paper through you as you create your strokes. It's about inviting curiosity and not judgment about what emerges on the paper. Are you ready? Now let's pick up your pencil, and on the left side of your paper, draw a shape, any shape. Once you're done, pick up your brush pen or paintbrush or dip pens and create any strokes within the lines of the shape that you created. Now fill up the whole shape with strokes. Now keep noticing if there are any sensations in your body as you're creating your strokes. to fill up that shape. You'll soon come to a point where your strokes are almost filling up the shape. At this point, I'd like to invite you to create a stroke that straddles in the shape and out of the shape. Continue the stroke to a part of the paper that is an open space and then stop. We're taking a pause from this calligraphy experiential session to do some reflection before we resume. Now take a deep breath and recall if there are any sensations in your body from the time that you started this calligraphy experiential until now. As you reflect on the sensations or thoughts that you experienced, know that you are just a watcher of your thoughts that are floating in your mind. Imagine that you are in a thought shop. The name of that shop is called Future You because that shop stocks all the thoughts of the future version of you who has already come out of stuckness. What are some thoughts that future you, who have overcome that hurdle, think? There's so many thoughts being offered to present you now on all the shelves. But you're going to be selective in the thought that you choose. You're going to pick one thought or statement that feels light and expansive and believable to you right now for present you. It's a thought that you can reach for. And it's not a thought that feels impossible to you right now, but a thought that is just within reach. And then take that thought from the shelf. It's okay if it's a thought that you cannot fully embrace yet. It's okay to just allow that thought to just sit down gently beside you. Now this thought can be in the form of a statement, or a phrase, or a word. Now with your calligraphy supplies, letter down that thought. You could create something in the word form, or just abstract is fine too. Whatever feels best to express it. Give yourself permission to express without judgment. Once you finish expressing that thought on paper, look again at what you created. There is a gap between that stroke that we left hanging earlier and the thought that you selected from the Future You thought shop. Remembering again that there's no right or wrong, use a stroke to connect that hanging stroke to Future You thought representation. Keep noticing whatever sensations that come to you. When you finish your stroke, take a moment to appreciate your future self. You're going to be practicing that one thought that you selected throughout the week and see if you can take action from that thought. Also, be patient with yourself because moving from one feeling state to another takes time. As always, I'm right alongside you during this calligraphy experiential session. I'm sharing my experience, so if you did this session too, please share with me how it went for you. Here are a few key moments as I was doing this. When I was doing the loops inside the shape, I actually felt comfortable. I realized that as much as I was frustrated with feeling stuck, I was also taking too much comfort in where I am because feeling stuck feels familiar and safe. Creating the stroke to an open part of the paper felt unfinished and it was unsettling to me. Then as I tried to connect the hanging stroke to my lettering, I initially wanted to have a smooth stroke, but then I decided to create a loop instead with a pale ink. I'm using the onion ink. Having my own bag means that no matter what the outcome turns out to be, that I validate myself for moving forward, even if the path is unclear and winding. That's what I took away from the session. So I hope you found a different way for your calligraphy practice to serve your inner self. If you found this video helpful, do like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If you did this experiential along with me, I'd love to hear about your experience and what you created. So do share in the comments below. Take care, be well, and I'll see you soon in the next video.